Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Modded Pen. I'm Corey, owner of Adams Auto here in Maine. And today we're going to be installing this J&L oil catch can on this 25 Ram 1500 with the 3.6. Now recently I was cleaning my throttle body. When I removed my throttle body on this truck, I saw nothing but a puddle of oil behind in the intake manifold. So what this oil catch can is going to do is hopefully prevent some of that buildup in that intake behind the throttle body. This is the oil catch can that J&L sent to me, specific for the 25 Ram and the 3.6. And what this is going to do is it's going to connect into the PVC valve. I don't know if you can see it, but it's down there in the way back next to the firewall. And it's going to run all the way over to here into the side of the intake manifold. Now to be able to install this, we're going to have to remove this factory air box and remove the factory PVC hose down there. Let's get into it. So for this job, all you're going to need is an 8mm socket and a 10mm socket. We're going to start by removing the battery. Now once we've disconnected the battery, we can go ahead and disconnect our IAT sensor right here. You just twist it towards the front of the engine here and pull it right out. And that's the IAT sensor. You're going to want to put this somewhere where it's not going to fall or get dirty or anything, so we're just going to put it up here on our shelf. Alright, after you've disconnected your negative terminal and your IAT sensor, you're going to start by taking this factory air box off. Now holding the top of the air box into the lower air box is these 10mm bolts, screws, and we're just going to loosen those all up. Once those are all loose, we're going to go and we're going to grab an 8mm socket next. And we're going to start undoing the gear clamps that are holding the hoses onto it. Over here, we're going to use an 8mm socket instead of the drill. Okay, the next thing we have to do is remove this factory PCV valve right here. It's running on the side of the intake here, all the way out back there to the PCV valve. Now to do that, you're going to disconnect. Now after you have those 4 bolts out, you can go ahead and disconnect this PCV hose. And to do that, you're just going to push down on it and pull it out. There's one more down there at the PCV valve that we have to get to. So let's do that. The last thing that we have to disconnect before we can pull this hose out of the way is that little clamp right here. So with a trim tool, you can go ahead and disconnect that. So after you disconnect that clamp, you can go ahead and start manipulating this tube out of the way. And to do that, you're just going to start pulling on it, twist it, and it works pretty good if you just keep spinning it and rotating as you're pulling on it. And just like that, it comes out. Now you can go ahead and you can reinstall the 4 10mm bolts that we took out earlier. Now to install the catch can, you're going to notice that one of the fittings is a 90 and one of the fittings has a 45. This fitting that has the 45 is going to run to the back of the truck into the PCV valve, and then this fitting with a 90 is going to run and it's going to connect into the side of the intake. And then once you're happy with the way the hoses are ran, you can go ahead, put that air box back on, and then reconnect all your sensors and hoses, and you're good to go.